Here we go, the making of Hardware Wars, a film that I had on VHS tape since we recorded it off of HBO in 1980. This is a book that creator Ernie Foselius put out in 2015, a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and he signed this copy. And he talks about how he got his start as an animator on Sesame Street. Just different behind the scenes info and pictures, funny anecdotes, and lots of info about where he got stuff and how he made this little production and who was behind it, what was involved, and the reactions over the years, where he filmed parts of it. It was pretty cool. There was a time prior to me going to conventions that she would show up for personal appearances, so would Ernie Foselius, like behind the scenes photos. I would like to meet them. Got the equipment that was used, different production staff and their backgrounds. The guy that played Augie Ben Doggy was also a Sesame Street animator. So they did things like the pinball sequence, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the spies with the numbers, all that stuff we loved as kids. How he made some of the special effects and where the actual cantina is and what filming was like. You got your other things that were going on in America at the time. So he actually had to animate things like Ready Kilowatt. That was not just like footage that they grabbed. So you can see the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon is just like a thing thrown in a room here. You can see like cabinets, more special effects, expensive spine-tingling special effects. Different ideas he tried out that didn't go with. Sound recording equipment. The Nagra, I can just hear my brother talking about the Nagra tapes of the bootleg Beatles stuff. Or did he call it Nagra? I seem to remember my brother mispronouncing like a lot of things. Like he says GIF instead of GIF. That's because it is pronounced GIF. That was my perfect impression of my brother's voice. More equipment used, more behind the scenes stuff. Yep, good old Artie Deco. The canister vacuum from the 1950s, repainted. And you can see he still has it, and he still has Chewchilla the Wookiee Monster. So the Steam Trooper was a Westinghouse 18-quart roaster oven from circa 1949 to 1953, the forerunner of the modern-day crock pot. Remember Ham Salad shooting it with a power drill and then kicking it over? Hardware Wars on Jeopardy. And so you get lots of cool pictures and info and behind the scenes about how Ernie and Bob Knickerbocker were in a band in the 60s. Editing equipment. I'll be editing this in iMovie with that same facial expression. And in this book you can find out who that mystery man is. They're here together in a picture. Original sketch for another piece of animation he made. You got your narrator, Paul Frees, sound designer, Walt Kramer. That's Paul Frees. Michael Weiss, and distribution. Did you know Hardware Wars played in schools? I didn't. Oh, 1978 Blue Ribbon Award winner. So, yeah, I didn't start kindergarten until 1979. Behind the scenes. This and this, the Bob Wilkins Creature Feature Show. This is actually on the DVD release or the special edition DVD release or something. His parody of making merchandise. Oh look, a never before seen prototype of more merchandise that of course never came out. Now this is something you see at conventions all the time. Millions of custom Lego people. Wouldn't mind having this set though. Maybe I would. I don't really care for Lego people. I'll take a $67.50 basketball though. Now these are real. This trading card set, here's the back of it. This is an 18 card trading card set that he produced at the same time as this book in 2015. I didn't feel I needed them. I just wanted the book. And in case I didn't show you, my copy of the book is signed. Okay, so more ideas to cash in on the Hardware Wars success, I guess. He was trying to make a 3D talking Christmas storybook. Now here's an effect. It actually works. If you cross your eyes and stare at the red dot, it's a different technique than you use for the Magic Eye books and posters that were ubiquitous in the 1990s. I love those things. And I was pleasantly surprised to see that I could do this as well. Because back in the 90s, my eyes were still, fighter pilotish. Now they're more Mr. Magoo. More stuff from that unreleased Christmas book. I don't think we really missed out on anything. 3D effects, stare at the white dot. Scott Matthews, that played Fluke Starbucker, had a very successful career as a music producer, I believe. You can Wikipedia him. I don't think I noticed this before, but 4Q2's head is on the shelf. Oh, now that would have been cool, to go to the Hardware Wars world premiere event. And here we talk about George Lucas's reaction to the film. You can freeze frame and read if it's that important. May the farce be with you. And more comedy. So, after copying about 10,000 DVDs of movies and television shows from my collection onto an external hard drive and then getting rid of the physical media, I have, in the last few months, finally been able to start doing the same with my Blu-ray collection. And that got me to try my hand at making my own film edit, which I did of Star Wars. Yes, I made an edit of Star Wars that resembles the original 1977 theatrical release in 4K with the Biggs Dark Lighter deleted scenes put back in, making the film just the way I personally want to watch it. It's just for me, and I had fun. I'm probably going to do it with some more films. In the mail tomorrow is finally arriving the box set of 4K Bruce Lee films that came out 1 year ago, containing all of the deleted scenes from The Big Boss and The Game of Death that no one knew existed for more than 50 years. Everything scanned in 4K. And I've got a list of films that I may try and play around making my own edits of, because I have so many different versions of lots of films and deleted scenes and things, and I don't know, it's kind of fun. So until next time, take it easy, kid. It's only a book.